being here. My name is Joshua, aka Jeleazear, aka very um, overstimulated father right now. Thank you all for being here. Hope you all had a great day. I just wanted to come on and speak with you all, kind of check in, see how everything's going. To the two people watching, if you don't mind, give me your name in the comments so I can know who you are. And to everyone that emailed me this past week, I will address some of your emails. I do appreciate you being a part of the show, the Complex Mind Livestream, every Sunday here at 8:30 Central. So, what's been going on? With me, just a week of fasting and kind of shutting in, blocking everything out. I've never wanted a plate of rice so bad in my life. But here we are, toughing through. I have some things before God right now concerning my family, concerning my future, concerning this next move I'm about to make. And I want to get some answers from him. So, but everyone else, how y'all doing? How's your weekend? How was your day? Did you go to church? Did you have brunch with your family? Did you go outside? What did you do today? I do want to begin with thank you for the encouraging emails. Like I said, I got several, 5 to be exact. 2 of you all gave me permission to kind of discuss it on air. And I'll leave you anonymous, but I do want to address what you emailed me. As far as you're concerned for me, I'm doing fine. I'm fine. I'm just went through something and trying to figure out what's next for my family. That's all. And when you have kids and you have people who depend on you, if you have any kind of investment into them, you understand what it is, So, to the first person that emailed me, your name started with a T. You asked me about, back up. Last week we discussed the importance of sometimes secluding ourselves, moving back from things. So if we feel like as if we are overwhelmed or empty or drained, what do we do? And your question was based on you have a son that is on drugs really bad. He has several kids who he does nothing for. And that wasn't always his story. That wasn't always his testimony. So you see the potential, you see what is in him because you put it in him, you raised him. How do you not get discouraged from being with him? First thing first is what came to my mind was Jesus at the pool of Bethesda when he asked the man, "Do you want to be made whole?" I would answer your question with, "Does your son wants better?" What's up, Nicole? How are you? Does your son want better? If he wants better, then what is he doing to show you he wants better? I know so many parents that have wasted literally their lives stressing, their resources, their time, chasing kids who don't want better for themselves or who say they want better but not really do anything about it. So I would say first, does your son want better? And while he's determining that, I would back up if I were you. I wouldn't invest any more time right now. You're not going to leave him. You're not going to abandon him. But I would back up because apparently the sound of desperation in your email, it sounds as if he is really, really going through something that's really draining you and your husband down. So one, I would back up. Two, I would definitely consult God on how to move forward. Sometimes, and I've seen this in my own life, I've seen this with my own family members. Sometimes it takes God to fix a person. You won't do it. And when it's that bad to where you're now having to sponsor his kids. So to those coming in, thank you for coming in. Thank you for being here. We're discussing some emails I got last week on the subject about feeling empty and how to move forward. A person by the name of T, I won't disclose her name, emailed me about what to do when you have a son who's on drugs bad and really draining them down and really draining their resources. So I'm telling her about asking her first, does he want better? And then secondly, what to do when you can't do anymore. I'll consult God and see how to move forward. Because sometimes it takes God getting hope to somebody, as we say in Georgia, hope, before you can do anything about it. And then lastly, no more money, no more resources, no more funding him, no more being able to come over and just get what he wants. No more of that. Choose you in this season. Choose you and be very methodical and very careful how you move forward. But above all, consult God, because it could be that he needs to hit rock bottom before he bounces back. All right. Second person, thank you for your concern. I'm not depressed. No, I was just going through something, a bad week, and I wanted to kind of help people who were like-minded. But thank you for your support. I'm not depressed. No, sir. Far from it. I love life. You asked me about what to do when you are stuck in your visions and your dreams, but you have to provide for your family. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm starting a company this year, actually 2 companies, and I'm stuck between how do I move forward with my vision and a job that I hate. Well, I love my job, but most people know that their job is not what they're called to do. If I were you, sir, what I would do is I would definitely pray, go on a fast. All right. The fasting is shutting everything out and asking God, what's the next move? The answers I've received via prayer, via sermons, via just a person passing by this week has been insane. I've experienced God my whole life, so I know he's real, but this is a different kind of almost eeriness. And I've only been fasting 8 days today. So, but shutting everything out gives you time to consult him about what to do for him and what to do firstly, because you are made for him. How does your will align with your purpose? And you say that you know this is your purpose. Well, ask yourself, what can I cut off? Hey, if that means no cable, if that means no vacations for a year, trim down the fat. Okay. Kids got to eat. Your kids have to have some kind of recreation. Your kids have to have some kind of household. Okay. Trim down the fat, work less hours to fit that, and or choose a better job to give you more time. At every moment you're awake, budget some time for your wife and kids, if you have a wife, for your kids, and then your dream. All right. There's an amazing teaching by Miles Monroe on chasing your vision and your dream and your purpose. Go on YouTube and type in Miles Monroe purpose and dreams and just delve in. But there's no excuse this year not to move forward. There's no excuse. It might start small. You might make 2 steps, but there's no excuse. If it means less TV, no football, no hanging out with your boys, no going out with friends, whatever it means, you have to get started, bruh. All right. If you want to need a accountability partner, email me. Again, I'll give you my number. We can talk about it, but make sure, bro, you move forward this year. Your family depends on it. And that's men, last point, that's men, we sometimes fail to realize how many generations our decisions make, or how many generations our decisions affect. I'm glad that Shepherd, what's up, Mark? We fail to realize how many decisions our generation to make. I'm sorry, how many decisions or how many generations our decisions affect. And so, who's to say that God haven't put this inside of you to make sure that you affect your children and your children's children and your children's children's children? And what you decide to do this with your life, not only helps them, but allows them to be in their purpose. True story. I have a friend who brother literally travels the world and try to find species that are like undiscovered. And his goal is, or his reason is, he want to find different cures for different diseases. And when a lot of times these species may have venom or certain kind of properties that allow science to create medicines, and it doesn't pay a lot, but he has traveled the world. He sees a lot. Well, his father has put him in a position where he doesn't have to worry about money. Just live and help the world. Who's to say, bruh, that vision God gave you isn't for your kids? All right. So, how are y'all? Mark, what's up, bruh? How you doing, man? I'm gonna drop the link. I didn't want anything particular. I just wanted to keep the consistency and come on up. Let's see. Can we drop the link? All right. Copied. Thanks to Courtney and thanks to Jesse, I am on StreamYard now. Riverside really threw me for a loop last week by not playing the video. So I wanted to choose a better platform. By the way, have y'all heard about this this tariff with the, hold on, my camera came unplugged. 1 second, please. 1 second. What happened? Look like StreamYard about to. Thank you, Jesse. By the way, tomorrow, chat, love you too, bro. We good, man. Tomorrow we will be on Millennial Minds. Millennial Mondays with Jesse and Courtney. That's tomorrow. Let me just use the iPad because I don't know what's going on with StreamYard. Let's try that. Yeah, that's a little better. All right. Stop being fancy. I posted the link. Jesse, man, be safe out tonight, bro. Enjoy your dinner wherever you're doing, man. Thank you for coming up. But yeah, did y'all hear about the tariffs and about how the Supreme Court ruled them down? But Mr. Trump, our beloved leader, decided to say he would destroy the country to retaliate against the Supreme Court. Now, not only did he put him back, but he put him back at 15%. Now, here's why that really bothers me. I'm in supply chain, right? I am in transportation. And a lot of times when we have stuff coming into the ports, for example, if Amazon, for example, buys 25 TVs from China, when it gets to the port, it's valued at, let's say, $1,000. But to get it from the port is now valued at, let's say, $1,100. Well, a lot of our companies, or the company I work for, we have 3 ports in the South, major ports. We've had drivers go down to get freight or unload containers and can't move for 4 or 5 days until the fare is paid or the toll is paid. And the issue with that is you have customers now who are not only mad about their packages or their item not arriving, we're losing money. And for him to say that he's going to destroy the country behind a ruling that everyone knows is dumb. On top of that, the $133 billion in refunds that he promised us from the tariffs of last year, we haven't gotten them yet. And you have people who are still defending this crap. Mostly evangelicals, mostly people who are anti-common sense, if you ask me, who defends this mess. What y'all feel about that? Have the tariffs affected your pockets? You remember when it first happened, Amazon put in there temporarily, because they removed it once Trump had a hissy fit, put in there on their platform the amount of something and then the pre-tariff amount. And he didn't like that. For some reason, he couldn't stand that. Because why? People know this tariff is a tax. And when inflation, I have 3 kids, y'all. Living now versus 5 years ago, inflation is kicking all of our behind. And I'm not poor by a long shot. But inflation on top of tariffs, man, how are people making it nowadays? How are people surviving without some kind of aid? People aren't getting raises. People aren't getting substantial raises. They aren't getting refunds. Taxes still due, both state and federal. Down here in Louisiana, our property taxes going up this year. Who's surviving now? Who? If you still want to take your girl on a trip, if you still want to go take your kids to a theme park, still want to have some kind of normalcy as you've been used to, because you make the money, you work hard. No, it costs more. And our president is literally saying he would destroy the country. He would cause even more hurt if these tariffs aren't put back. By the way, read an article. Talk to your men, please. Men between the ages of 18 and 37, suicides are up a whopping 44%. And to those who left letters, those who left notes as to why they did this, put in the letter financial. Can't feed my family. Barely surviving. Everyone wants their time. Everyone wants their commitment, wants their presence. But I got to work 4 to 5 jobs or work 70, 80 hours a week to provide for my family. So either my marriage failing and my household float, or my kids barely see me, but they eat though. Please talk to your men. Please, I'm begging you. I personally, in my high school class, I've lost 7 men to suicide. And 2 of those guys were happy-go-lucky, just like me. Not a care in the world. Always smiling, always going, always just the toast of the ball. Both of them killed themselves. Now, I don't know why, but it happened. And women, your mental health also is important. If you're overwhelmed, talk to somebody. Communicate that. Because the worst thing you can do is internalize something and then make. A lot of times when we internalize things, we tell ourselves things based off of that feeling, emotion. And when that happens, you tell yourself no one cares. You tell yourself you're all alone. You tell yourself, things are as bad as they are. And you self-medicate or you self-harm. Please speak with someone and never be afraid to cut off. Never. If it come down to you or someone else, choose you. Now, don't be selfish. Don't be emotional. Don't be wrong also. You tell me I'm gonna choose me. No, you're wrong. It's you. But always choose you. When it comes down to I've given all I can, step back and choose you. And you can still be a part of your family's life, your friend's life, and choose you. It just means I'm going to limit access over here until I get well. I've dropped the link in the chat if you want to come up. But yeah, talk to your man, man. Talk to your man. I know for me personally, and I'm very, very strong. Hey, Princess, how are you? I'm very, very strong as far as able to take a lot. I have that male arrogance, if you will, about that. But the last couple of years have really made me, rather than depress me, rather than make me feel as if I am going to harm myself, what it's doing is making me, hey, do better. Get up, do more. Remove yourself far from this feeling, far from this scenario. I never want my kids to have to lose the life they have now. Never. Never. I never want my family to not be able to depend on me. I never want to not be able to help my friends if they're really down and out. So what I'm doing is I'm making sure I have several streams of income, several sources until this gets better. But like the guy in the email said, hey, I have kids. I have no help. What do I do when I have a dream? I want to do better, but I can't. Those kind of guys like that are the ones that are feeling trapped. Sean talks on her platform a couple of weeks ago, and I really pondered this. We talked about therapy. And one thing I want to do on this platform as I give back as we grow is I do want to give away 5 sessions of therapy to someone, if not all the time, at least once or twice a year. I thought about it because I've had therapy before. I've a therapist before, but I've never really thought about how you need therapy in the micro, not just the macro. You don't only need therapy when somebody dies or you're having a divorce or you're going through all kind of things. But a lot of times it helps to make sure that those small things don't become big. That's where Sean Talks really, really enlightened me and really changed me on therapy. Princess, life is throwing lemonades at me right now, but I'm choosing to somehow find joy because it's easy to fall into depression. I need therapy. Well, you know what? Ask and you shall receive. I'm going to bless you, Princess. Do you have kids, Princess? Do you have kids? Are you married? Do you have kids? I get it, man. I get it. And the easy part is, to her comment, the easy part is when you have no help, when you're alone, when there's no one you can talk to. Or like me, I don't want to be a bother to anyone. So I find my own ways to do things or handle things. Well, what if you don't have that resource? What if you don't have that kind of support system? Nicole said, I'm currently in therapy and I have help. Hey. Well, I'm curious about something. Without disclosing too much, if you are in therapy, do you mind putting, without once again, don't tell your business, but kind of put in there, like what was the final straw? What made you feel as if you needed therapy? Because that might help somebody get help. What was your line you had to cross? Was it sleepless nights? Was it I can't eat? Was it I lay in bed too much? I sleep too much? You know what? Let's look up something real quick while y'all doing that. Guess I have one son, not married. I work full-time to take care of my sick mother. Wow. Wow, Princess. I'm sorry. Yeah. We're going to get you some help, Princess. We're going to support you. True story. This week, I was listening to someone. No, Jesse Jackson's family press conference. As you know, Reverend Jackson passed away. We lost him last week. And his family was giving a press conference about who was invited to the funeral. And about how every year, I think like 500 to 600 million, $1 billion is lost from change of career, from wages, from opportunities lost because of caregivers. And God laid on my heart about something. When I have my ministry, when I have my platform up and going, and when I run for office in Louisiana, my base is going to be family, but I do want to at least bring awareness to caregiving. I lost my uncle, who was my pastor also, in December, back in Georgia. And his wife, who they've been married this year, it was 10 years last year, 10 years. And for the last 2 years, he really took a turn for the worst. But really, last year was rough. And they live in the proverbial country. So all his grown kids, that's a whole nother story. As far as relationship wise, over stuff and whatever. But all the kids he took care of, most of them moved away, so they couldn't help him. And she had no help. It was just her. My uncle was about 6 foot tall, about 300 pounds. And he had gotten to the point where he couldn't walk. He had a genetic disease in his family. He's my uncle by marriage. He's my grandmother's sister's husband. She passed away and he got remarried, but he was still my uncle. And his family had a degenerative bone disease that was genetic, where the bones literally decay, or if you will, or rot away, whatever. And he got to the point where he was in a wheelchair. Now, this is a very powerful man, a pastor of 2 churches, a man who's always worked, a man who's always been a provider, a man who's always been a man. He was an example for me. Him and my grandfather, my father, shaped me to be the man I am. So imagine this man can't walk without needing help. And at the house after the service, we talked about, me and his wife, how bad he got. It had gotten so bad, y'all. She had to literally wipe him. He couldn't control him, his bodily functions. I really thought about something. What would he have done if she left him high and dry? that began the conversation in my head about caregivers. Why is it that caregivers most times die before the cared for? Look it up. There's a stat that says something like 40% of the time, outside of like hospice and cancer, whatever, 40% of the time, the caregiver wear themselves out before they wear, for the one who getting cared for, wear out. So Princess, we're going to get you, email me, Joshua at Complex Mind Media, Complex Mindmedia, and I want to hook you up with a therapist, please, and maybe a spa day to get you some time to kind of to yourself. I'm sorry about that. Drama around me and my last child and almost ended in divorce. Wow. Thank you for sharing, Princess. I'm sorry, Nicole. Thank you for sharing. Hey, I've been through a divorce. Hey, I'm going through something right now with keeping my family together, and the kids really wanting to go back to normal. I get it, bro. Y'all, life is hard, man. Life is hard. That's why it's important to make good decisions. That's why it's important to do things that prevent the unnecessary in our lives. That's why. Caregiving is hard mentally, physically, and leaves you questioning your faith sometimes. I get it, man. Especially, Princess, especially when there's no end in sight. And once again, chat, don't ever feel bad about questioning your God, your Father, aka your best friend, aka your comfort. Never. He knows your heart anyway. And to Princess' comment, I remember watching my grandfather for about 3 years dwindle. As the philosophers say, between time and eternity. Bro, just go. God, if you're gonna do that, just take them. What, like, why is so much harm being done? It's so much hurt right now being passed around. Just take them. What are you doing? Just take them or heal them. Hey, I had a brother, man. A guy I call a brother. He's a brother of mine, whose mom had his mom. She was beautiful. Oh, she was gorgeous. But when she was younger, she kind of reminded you of a taller Lisa Ray. Gorgeous. And someone put Visine drops in her drink at the club, at this little lounge. And that poison, if you will, caused her to have brain issues. And she had strokes, y'all, seizures, to the point where she was in a nursing home at 41 years old. And she just died last year. She died at 67. So what's that, 26 years, 25 years? So question, let's be real. How do you have a family around that? How do you, if Nicole is offered a job in Boston, but she lives in Louisiana, for example, how do you move away to Boston and have a fulfilling life when you have somebody here in Louisiana who absolutely needs you? And I don't care what, I'm not putting my parents in a nursing home, bruh. I've heard nothing but horror stories. If you aren't rich, I've heard nothing but horror stories. And I am not putting my family in care. So what do you do? And then what happens when your spouse, who had a vision of a life of traveling and going out to concerts and seeing the world and having a night on the town, now they feel some kind of way because I didn't ask for this. I wanted my family. I wanted my life to be whatever. Y'all, a lot of this stuff happens that we don't think about, bro. A lot of those complex issues And I'm not a pastor. Being in the ministry, I was an associate pastor in Georgia for 7 years. No, 5 years. And I was able, in my training, my uncle would allow me to sit in with the permission of the parishioner to sit in and kind of get some experience, listen to these stories and how to deal with them. And I've heard so much, bruh, about how life turns off of 1 degree. What do I mean? Everything's going well. Everything is beautiful. The job is good. The kids are well. The marriage is going full force. And then the son was paralyzed. The mother of the wife had a massive stroke. Someone had a bad fall. And that one decision, that one little incident, we're now divorcing. We're now going somewhere else. CC, what's up? Hey, how you doing tonight? I've seen that time and time again. On a positive note, the doctor said my mom would be fully paralyzed on her right side. Today she moved. Hallelujah. Were those? Hello, Courtney. How are you? Courtney, I am on StreamYard, thanks to you. Were those movings, were those like just ghost moves, or were those actually like she wanted to? Princess, I'm interested in that. But yeah, bro. Hey, man, life hard. So what's the remedy? You have to, and you're going to hear me. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing? Come on in. How you doing, Jacqueline? What's the remedy? You're going to hear me say this repeatedly. Find time for you. We all can take a lot. We all can manage a lot. But where do you recharge? Who's pouring into you? What's pouring into you? The modern day submarines the U.S. have are nuclear powered. Okay. They can run ad infinitum without ever coming up for charge or whatever. They can run forever. But the people down there need food, need human contact. Hey, Jay Rochelle, how are you? Come on in. Hello, everyone. Need food, need human contact. Sean Talks, what's up, girl? Come on in. I dropped the chat, y'all, in the link. I dropped the link in the chat, if you will. I am on StreamYard now, so it should be much easier. We're discussing just pretty much how life going right now for everyone. But the people down there don't need anything but human contact and food. So although the submarine can go full-fledged forever, what's inside of the submarine need help, need space, need time, need recreation, need food, need other things. So then what? It must come up for air. It must dock. And we are that way. We have to have those times of recreation, those times of self-care, those times of self-love. So, Princess, I would ask you, and you too, Nicole, because you shared, and chat, we're discussing what can we do, or what caused, if you're in therapy, what was the final straw to get help? If you're in therapy, or if you called a friend, or if you asked for help, what was your final straw? What finally made you say, you know what, I can't bear this burden alone. I need help. In hopes to help someone else realize their limits. But yeah, we need time to ourselves, man. For me, if I can get some golf in, if I can get some cigars in, or just some quiet time, hey, I can go forever. But I have to have that. What's yours? Is it getting your nails done? Getting a haircut? What is it? Whatever it is, prioritize that. And if you know a caregiver, if you know someone who has no outlet, Jacqueline, come on, bro. Come on, girl. Come on, man. And you know what? If you are really a person that's used to giving and that's used to being there for people, a lot of times it feels like you're the worst person in the world, man. But you have to. Our leader, our man of God, the under shepherd of our soul is here. St. James, what's up, sir? Good to see you, man. Good to hear you. Good to see you. Nicole said music and reading, bro. Nicole, if I didn't have music, if I didn't have books, if I didn't have recorded sermons, I don't know what I would do. That's literally all my life consists of, entertainment-wise. Books, music, and sermons and podcasts. That's all. That's all. Hey, speaking of music, be sure that when you're in those lowly places, music should accompany you there. All right? The goal isn't to stay there. The goal is to come out of that place. So be careful, because a lot of times I've learned, if I'm in a certain state, I naturally cleave to certain music or certain songs, and it really keeps me there. All right? So be careful. Like, have a playlist. Like, I love jazz, okay? I have a dark jazz playlist, literally called dark jazz, and it's called happy jazz, because jazz is dark sometimes. And if I had a long day, if I had a rough going at something, if I play that dark jazz playlist, yeah, I'm getting drunk that night. Yeah, I am. So make sure your music accompanies you out of that dark place, or out of that lonely place, if you will. Sean talks, I've learned to say no. Oh, what a hard word to say. 2 letters, 1 syllable, but it's so hard to say. No. If I may be honest right now, y'all, I'm talking all this trash right now. I have a hard time saying no. A hard time. I have a hard time saying. Now, if you're the person who I know is very selfish and give me your butt to kiss, yeah, nah, I'm the biggest a-hole in the world. But people I love and care about, I will go without before I say no to them. And that's hard. So Sean Talks, pray for me, please, because I haven't gotten there yet. I'm getting better, but I haven't gotten there yet. I think mine also is a not wanting to look weak. No. No. Yes, it is, Sean Talk. Yes, it is. Let's see. Music, reading. Oh, Mark, you a man, bro. You such a man. You such a man, bro. Dude, women. You, and this is not a knock at y'all. This is just simply a man thing. You would never understand the tranquility and silence for a man. You would never. What's his name? What's his name? He's a South American philosopher. I forget his name. I normally can call it. But he says, whenever a man is getting beat up outside the world, his wife is they're having marital problems, or his wife, there's stress in the home, stress at work, stress in the government, whatever happens, whenever he gets to the point where he can't take it anymore, he goes within himself. Okay. Now, this is assuming he's put something inside of him by reading, by, having good relationships, by having mentor, whatever. He goes within himself to get an answer, to get strength, and to come back out to fight. Well, women, a lot of times when your man goes quiet, he's going within himself. Cardinal Robert Sala, who's a Catholic cardinal, he's a black guy who I was hoping became Pope, but he has a book called The Power of Silence. Bishop Jakes have a sermon called A Theology of Quietness. In this season of my life, I'm learning how to be quiet. I'm learning how to hush. Not because I talk too much, not because I'm saying something that's not worth saying, but because sometimes in silence, you get answers. In silence, you get rest. So thank you, Mark, bro. Silence, bro. I have driven more. So I work an hour from my house. I live on the South Shore, but I work on the North Shore of the Metro. About an hour and 10-minute drive. I have driven more this past year in quietness than I have in my whole life. Had a good day, but just that silence helped me think. That is so true, bro. Hello, Josh and chat. Hello, Lauren Coleman. But welcome to the platform. I was a caregiver for several years. It was draining. Listen to worship music, things like that and online services. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what online services were there? And I'm glad you had a respite. I'm glad you had an escape. Were there ever a time that you could like go somewhere by yourself, or were you always tethered to the person you was caring about? Thank you for sharing. Princess, true story. Last week I was out of it and depressed. I binge watched G passing over sermons, and those sermons in my spirit. I prayed and asked God to give me the strength I needed. Hey, yo, I'm on a big TD Jakes kick right now. A big TD Jakes kick. And like his old stuff, like 3 years ago, going backwards. And everything that I have gotten this past week was on time. On time. Princess, do you listen to podcasts? Do you have is there a chat for caregivers? Is there a app where caregivers give support? What about a podcast or YouTube channel to kind of help caregivers? I'm curious about that. Oh, Sean talks. You don't want to look weak, but end up feeling weak. Feel drained. You feel drained. Feeling drained, bro. And then with me, I know going into it, I should say no. I say yes. I step over my boundary. And then afterwards, now I'm mad at myself. On this fast, on this sabbatical, I'm praying that God removes that God gives me. Sorry, that's my kids, y'all. Hey, can y'all hush, please? Yeah. If I grab y'all? No. I am going to grab. Yes, I am. All right, sit down and be quiet, please. I'm asking God to give me a new strength. I don't care about people's opinions on me. It's not that. It's give me a new strength to only invest in what is right. And that will avoid, Sean talks, that feeling weak feeling. Hey, a lot of us, bro. Hey, Sean talks real quick. How did you get over that, if you don't mind me asking? Help me and Princess out if you don't mind. Might to have some ocean, the forest sounds playing, getting some quiet. Hey, yeah. When I'm getting massages, I love, they have this I asked her what it's called. She said it was a Ecuadorian rainforest. Talking about snoring, it sounds so relaxing, and nothing like a when it's raining outside on Saturday, having the windows open. Oh, that's so relaxing, man. Hey, Mark, this new stuff, bro, nothing, nothing. Give me that old. Hey, I listened to James Cleveland, "Make Me Better." Yo, so I first heard that song. A rapper named Trans Lee sampled the song, right? And the song was dope, but you can tell um, it was sampled, right? I played that song this week, bro. Please tell me why. Number one, I played it 10 times, but I had tears in my eyes. I have yet to hear a song circa 2012 and forward to make me feel that way. What up, Sean Talks? How are you?
Oh, I had to unmute. I'm fine. How are you, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you. One second,
I
please.
thought you was on sabbatical today, so please
Yo,
forgive the lateness.
no, please, no. I wanted to at least like be consistent with this right here.
Okay.
The word
Okay.
is quiet. Hey, me too, bro. Well, not really quiet, but teach me how to pace my words, how to pace my speech. Teach me how to hold my peace, even when I have the right answer, even when I have the right comeback in the argument. Teach me how to be humble enough to say, no, I got it. I'm on live, y'all. Come on, bro. What you doing? Bad kids. Go ahead, Sean. What you need, baby girl? How you doing?
I'm well. I'm well. So the thing with the saying no, it took a long time um to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
But after you feel, because when you're saying yes when you really don't want to, and you end up doing things and you end up regretting it, and you're going places that you really don't want to go, and you just forcing yourself to get dressed, and you going here and you really don't have it, but somebody say yeah, and then you give it to them. Now you like, okay, so now how I'm getting ready to. I just got tired of that.
So are we saying like, are you saying you were saying yes to friends or family or
Everybody,
just everybody?
it
Got you.
didn't matter.
Got you.
It didn't matter. My family more so. Then you have those family friends, and then you have your friends. It was to everybody. If you called me at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I would get up. If you called me at 12 o'clock at night, I would get up. Not wanting to ever, like ever. I've gone to places that I really just didn't want to go to. Like I'll call you like 3 times. Like, you really want to go? You say yeah. I'm like, oh. And then I still end up going. Then I don't enjoy myself. Then I didn't spend money. Then I didn't, and it just got to the point where it was like, you know what? I don't want to. I don't want to. Last year was the first year that I can say I completely, if I did not want to go, if I did not want to answer my phone, if I did not want, I did not do it. And I didn't regret it. I didn't regret it.
What was your final straw? Like, was it just you looking in the mirror, or was it something that somebody did?
It was something that somebody did. I'll say for my wedding, I felt like the one time that I just needed my people there, no matter what your beliefs are, no matter how you feel, just to support me. Because even if I didn't like who you were married to or who you were marrying, I still came, I was still a part of it, whatever. And when I didn't get that one day, I said never again.
I want to bring this up with what Sean just said. Two things. To the last point, we all have those final straws. Don't ignore them. Okay.
Hmm.
For Sean, it was that one day, yo, I've had, and you're not being petty when you say no out of that experience, because then You're saying, I've given y'all 100 and I asked for two. Then the first part about it is, I learned this a long time ago. Who we are as far as givers, as far as shoulders to lean on and foundations, when you have an anointing, and I'm not trying to over spiritualize it, but I'm learning that that's an anointing, because in this mean world where people aren't that way, that's an anointing. You can't, it's almost unfair to expect others to be that way. And keep your boundary, but make sure that we aren't, in my opinion, that we aren't expecting other people, because that was my issue. I gave you all of this. Give me some. Well, bro, they don't think the same way, you know? And I learned to try to teach people with my actions. And then once you don't learn, okay, now you've been taught, you've been shown, you've been, communicated with about this. All right, you just selfish. You just a bad friend, a bad loved one, whatever. But make sure that people understand what it is to be a good person. Prime example, I was a server. I loved that job when I was in my
Mhm.
early 20s. I had to learn a lot of black folks were never taught the tip.
No.
And so before I cursed them out of my head and I'm good, no, I had to, hey, get bold enough. Hey, y'all, tonight is fine, okay? But a lot of times you tip because that's all we get paid. Now,
Mhm.
if you come back and still don't tip, now you just a butt, okay? I don't want
Yeah.
you no more. But at least you learn, about how to do it right.
Well, and then see with that too, some people we expect people to know
Mm.
because we know. There are a lot of people that just don't know that waitresses only get tips.
Yep.
Some people think that the tips are on top of an hourly. That's not true.
Amen.
So when you tell people that, then it's like, oh, okay. Like, for instance, if you grew up not knowing that you should always take something when you're invited to someone's house, okay? If you've gone to house after house after house after house after house after house with nothing and no one ever said anything, then you think that's okay until someone says, hey, when you're invited somewhere, you should never go empty handed.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, oh, shoot, really? I didn't know that. Now, from that point on, if you keep going places with nothing, then that's your fault because you know better.
And there's a humility also in being willing to be taught.
Hmm. Hmm.
I have I have a couple of friends who, well, no, we're building that friendship. Not really friends, we're associates now, but we're building that friendship. Who don't realize when you go, well, what I do is when I go to a restaurant, I always recognize the server. Hey, what's your name?
Hmm.
Okay, that's one. Then two, be respectful and kind and gracious in your requests. Please
Hmm.
and thank you. Also, if the meal is good, give them their compliments for their service, part of the meal also. Those small things. I did it because one of my friends went to a place called Galatoirs. It's a steakhouse in the French Quarter. Rude. But I didn't charge him because he didn't know he was being rude. But it was no eye contact. It was no good tone. It was just simply rudeness. We talked on the way home. I told him why. Why? Hey, because you want the server to also have a good experience with you too.
Hmm.
Everywhere I go regular in New Orleans, I have the same server. Because now, next time, I ain't gotta ask for nothing. They learn me. It's part of this experience. But it
Yeah.
goes
Yeah.
with how you treat them is how they treat you.
Hmm.
And so you're right. And if we have those friends, be willing to be taught. I love opera. Okay, I love the classical music.
Hmm.
I had to be taught. Don't clap. I'm a church boy. When something good to me, what I do, I
Oh yeah.
react, right? Josh, no, sit down, boy. You cut yourself. Sit down, all right? No, no. Sit quiet. Hold tight to the end. I had to be taught that.
Hmm.
So a lot of things we don't know is because a lot of times it's because we haven't been taught or because we have been willing to be taught.
Yeah. And a lot of us, we weren't taught to say no. We weren't taught to, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. It was do it because I said do it, or do it because, like, I didn't go to Thanksgiving or Christmas with my family last year because I didn't want to. Not because I don't like my family, not because I just didn't want to go through that whole thing you do every holiday. Hey, how you doing? I'm gonna call you. Give me your number. We ain't talked. We ain't seen each other since. I didn't want to do that.
Were they
I
people who like,
wanted to sit home, enjoy my television, enjoy my food that I know that I didn't have to worry about who was cooking it, who what it was gonna taste
cats
like, who
crawling in
made
it?
it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I didn't want to do all of that. And people were like, "Are you okay? It's Christmas. You don't want to be with nobody." We got 364 other days.
Hey, real quick, Princess. And even if Princess said that's how I was raised, you don't go to someone's house and be handed. Always acquire if there's anything you can bring. Also, Princess, even if they say no. So when I host, or like go out with someone, I'm always a kind. Hey, bro, it's on me. I got it. All right. But if you know someone, bring something anyway. Hey, they
Mhm,
love wine. Bring a bottle of wine,
mhm.
or at least tell them thank you afterwards. So either do it before or afterwards. All right. You'd be
Something.
surprised how far that goes.
Yep.
I, right now, I have a good friend, and we became friends over a thank you card. I moved to
Wow.
Louisiana in 2017. Mardi Gras every year is in February. Okay, I moved here November of 2017, and so my first Mardi Gras was 2018. And he saw I was I'm new to the area, so he invited me to his big masquerade party. Okay, he even set me up with his tailor to give me a tux made. I paid for it, but he did all the hard work. Right, showed me an amazing time. I waited about a week after the holidays and sent him a nice thank you card with some strawberries. That small gesture, if I need anything financial right now, the answer is yes.
Hmm.
Off of that one gesture. He
Yeah.
says, of all the people he's hosted,
Wow.
no one ever took the time to text, better yet, handwrite a letter saying thank you to them.
Wow.
Now, don't do it because you want something, back, but do it because they were nice enough to help you out. So even
Hmm.
if they say no, still, if you know them, bring something.
Bring something
Hey,
that they
I
like.
love cigars. I love books. I love art or sports.
Mhm.
Bring me a $5 um little pamphlet or something. It means the world.
Yeah. People don't understand that. There are certain things that you can do. Like, it doesn't have to be monetary all the time. Some people can just be calling you just because they're just having a moment.
Amen.
And you talk to them for that 15, 30 minutes, whatever. That right there, even though you may have been doing something or whatever, just you stopping at that point. Because sometimes when people call and say, "Hey, you doing something," they really want to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you say, "Well,
Read
yeah, I
that.
was getting ready to I'll call you back." You
That's
missed
so
the
good,
moment.
Sean. That's so good, Sean.
You missed the moment. Now, if they call and be like, "Hey, what's going on?" Then, "Hey, I'm busy. I'll call you back," whatever. But if a person calls and say, "Hey, are you busy?" They thought about you
Mm.
and they called you for a reason. We're not always that busy.
I want to read a scripture while Sean talking. Can I find it first?
That's just something I learned that my uncle called and I was asleep. I just didn't, I could have answered, but I didn't. He passed the next day.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
I will never do that again. Even if I'm asleep, I'll answer and say, "Hey, you okay?" You say, "Yeah," then okay, I'll call you back. But I just never, sometimes we're too busy doing nothing and people just need a moment. It doesn't always have to be monetary. Now, that person, when you're in the, you can just be calling the vent too, and you'll receive a package at the door just because you were there for them in that moment. Is I don't know, when you get older you just do things different. You just move different.
Hey, hold on, Chad. Okay, my kids are stuck. Hold on here. I'm coming right back. All right. I'm sorry to keep you waiting. 1 second, please.
Okay. Okay, well, while Josh is dealing with the munchkins, we gonna hit the like button. If you have not yet subscribed to him, subscribe now. We still got a ways to go to get up to 1,000. So we gonna get to 1,000. We gonna support everybody. Let's do it. It's not hard, and we know how kids are. We got kids, so it's okay. It is okay. How is y'all? How are y'all? How is your Sunday going? I know we've been together almost all day today, but it's okay. It's okay. Learn how to say no, y'all. It's hard, but it'll make you feel good. If somebody asks you for something and you don't have it or you don't want to do it, say no.
I'm sorry. My kids have been chill all day, and all of a sudden now, is everything wrong? All right.
Yeah, that's how, as soon as you get on and start doing something, they start asking a whole bunch of questions.
I want to read this to you real quick. To Sean's point. Um, John 15 and 13. This is King James Version. I'm reading in several versions, but this is the first one. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. And do another translation. Let's do the message. This is the very best way to love. Put your life on the line for your friends. Now, in that lay down his life, in our mind, that's automatically what? Death, dying.
Mm-hmm.
If you look up that lay down, that also means, in the Greek, that means inconvenience
Mm-hmm.
yourself. When Sean said about how her uncle called and she was a little busy, it brought me back to how many times have I not want to be bothered, watching TV, watching a movie or something, or you taking a nap, and a friend called me, especially the one who never calls,
Mm-hmm.
and I ignore the phone call. Now, we all have our own boundaries with that, okay? Because there also is an excessive, but for the most part, we're discussing people who like just simply doing mundane things, okay?
Yeah, you know your people.
Yeah, mundane things. What if they need you? That's why learning people and learning your circle, not just their quirks or their desires, but their emotional signals also.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important.
You should be able to know if your friend is okay by the first three words.
I agree with that. Or the tone. I can always
Mm-hmm.
tell my mom when we talk by her tone. Hey, what's
Oh
wrong?
yeah.
What's wrong with
Mm-hmm.
you?
No matter
I
how
called
many times they say nothing.
I called my mom last week, and when I was kind of down, and I tried to act my normal self, but I was having I was feeling low. And she hung up the phone because she was taking a nap. She come right back. She said, Josh, what's wrong with you, boy? I said, what?
Mhm.
Joshua, go play at me, bro. What's wrong with you?
Mhm.
And I was so impressed by that, but also convicted. Would I have known her to be down if I was in her shoes?
Mhm.
So now, everyone I speak with or befriend or love, I am going to learn them.
Mhm.
And
Cause some
sometimes it takes
people,
being quiet.
yeah, cause you know how we are. We'll be going through the mud and the swamp and be like, I'm good. How you doing? I'm okay. But if you know the person and you listen to them and what they're saying and how they're saying it, you'd be like, what's going on? Nothing. Yeah, okay.
She got my
What's
baby's
going on?
flowers she made.
Oh,
That she
how
just
old
had
is
show me,
she?
right? She's 5. She turned 5. She'll be 5 on Tuesday. We had
Oh,
a party
happy
for her Saturday.
birthday.
And so this is her. But she want me to have this right now of all times. Go ahead, O'Shawn.
Listen. You listen, she said now, Daddy.
Now. I've been holding you, cuddling you all day. But
Don't
now, no,
matter.
now.
Don't matter. Don't matter.
Uh,
Don't matter.
it's okay to change
But
your
yeah,
routine. Hey,
it's
Jacqueline, changing your routine, Jacqueline, a lot of times means growth.
mm-hmm.
Routine, I'm learning a lot of times, and people like in my job, for example, who I lead, a lot of times their routine is their stagnation, is their um, them being comfortable. But growth will challenge you. Growth will force you
Mm-hmm.
to do things differently and think differently.
Bring you out of your comfort zone. I don't like to be too comfortable.
Oh, I'm learning. Oh no. Hey, this year, bro, that's why I'm jumping this year because I'm comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, bro, I moved here in 2017. I have been here this year 9 years. It don't feel that way.
Yeah.
That's how fast time will go. And when you get
Mm-hmm.
comfortable, especially when you're having a good time, everything's going right and calm and cool. When God has put something in your spirit or in your purpose, in your destiny, the worst thing to do is to get something that makes you comfortable. Y'all, the devil blesses also.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say Sean taught. Let's say God gave Sean a commission to start a ministry, for example,
Oh God.
and that is it challenged her. Okay, what would the devil lose if he gave her a 6-figure job when she traveled all the time? She's gaining, and he is too. Now she's comfortable. She's stuck. She ain't going nowhere.
That job.
And a lot of these blessings, y'all, a lot of these promotions,
Mm-hmm.
God is it within your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Because
a
I tell
friend
people I'll take peace over money anytime.
anytime. I had a friend right out of college. Now he knew he was to teach. He had a compassion for kids, for young black boys, and he knew it. We all knew it. We saw how he dealt with the kids in our church or in the community volunteering. He was the only one in the recession, the only one to get a job out of college. 6 figures, stock options, company car. The only one.
Mm.
And he took it. Fast forward 4 years later, he's now alcoholic, suicidal. He don't know why. So
He
we
ain't doing what
prayed
he wanted to do.
that part. My spiritual father said the Lord told him, I'm punishing you because you chose your flesh over my purpose.
Mm. And it happens.
It was hard, but he left it all. And now he has a charter school in Atlanta, Georgia,
Mm.
making more money.
And happy.
But my whole point is the devil blesses also.
Mm-hmm.
Because
To
as
get
long
you
as
away from what you're supposed to
that
be doing.
point, that point.
Yeah.
So if the devil gonna take and kill or destroy 1,000 young black boys, this little job over here I'm giving you is nothing. It's a good investment because why I'm keeping you away from over here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how good it seems. I don't care how good it appears to be. Always ask, Lord, is it your purpose?
Yeah.
A lot of cultural and societal pressure to be with family. Hey, I'm also unlearning that too. Now, I don't have a dysfunctional family, but I did have someone in my family who hurt me deeply. And because I was raised, they're always family, I overlooked some things, but I had learned. No, no. Yeah, we family by blood, but family is,
Mm.
my friends. Family is are those who are there for me, who don't bring me harm.
Yeah.
Hey, how many families, bro, got pedophiles in the family? Bro, no, bump you. They're hanging around you. or
Yeah.
or or or, or abusers or folks who have caused harm. No, I'm hanging around you for what? Cause we family?
And
No,
they say
bump you.
that dumb stuff like, "Well, that's still your
Hey,
cousin."
that's still
I
your uncle. No, the hell I ain't.
don't
Excuse me.
care.
I don't care if he's my great granddaddy. No,
No.
you are not a good person.
Mm-hmm.
No, no. This person done harmed 4 or 5 girls in the family, and he's still at Thanksgiving dinner. Nah, bro, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
We ain't doing that, man. Nah, man. No, sir, we ain't doing that.
And then when the little girl start flipping tables over,
That part. Now she the
and
black sheep.
everybody want, mm-hmm,
She possessed. She spiritually. She got demons in her. Nah, grandma.
mm-hmm.
No,
The
all
demon
y'all
is
crazy.
sitting at the table.
All
That's
y'all
who it
crazy.
is.
Yo, I had a
And,
I'm sorry.
oh,
But I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, and they be knowing.
That's the worst part. In my mom's family, like her uncles and whatever, there was a person like that, and he went from house to house to house, from house to house. Because why? He's still my brother. He's still my uncle. So you moved him out of your house, but you sent the demons somewhere else. No,
Around more kids.
expose him, expose
Yeah.
her,
And they'll stop. Then you don't have to worry about it. You ain't
or
got to
kill him
have
one.
it.
Please,
Put your hands on my kid.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Sean. Sean,
Put
I'm
your
very
hands.
forget, Sean. Sean, Sean,
Listen.
Sean, Sean, Sean. I try my best, okay, to live what I preach, even when it's hard for me. I try
Mm-hmm.
my best. Bother my kids, and when they find you, they need DNA to recognize who the hell you are. All right.
Yeah, you mess with my kids.
Don't
There's
bother my
no ain't
kids.
no cap. There's
Don't
no
bother my
cap.
kids.
No cap. I'll pull up at the police station. You ain't gotta look for me.
Don't bother my kids, bro.
Mess with my kids, all bets are off. There are no
Don't.
scriptures that you can say to me. There's don't pray for
Not
me.
a one.
Don't have no oil. I don't
Not a
need
one.
none of that. Bother my kid.
And the worst part is, you can hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
I find out, God, please help me remove the hurt,
Yeah,
whatever. Bother who I love and what I love.
it's
King
over.
Kong comes out, all right? He
It's
comes
a
out.
wrap.
Because
It's a
they
wrap.
don't, I teach them, do no harm, bother no one. Okay? I teach them to mind your manners. I teach them to be kind, be nice, be courteous, be forgiving. And you gonna hurt
Mm-hmm.
them? Whatever,
Nope.
bro. Whatever.
You get whatever come to you.
And if this Mark, Mark, Mark. As someone who's known to say, I got the check, this is a big one. And if someone is paying for your meal, don't order anything above the cost of the order of the one who is buying it. I'm going to go a step forward.
Hmm.
If you are at Cheddar's, Chili's, whatever, $15. You ain't that hungry. All right? $20. If you at Ruth Chris, Desi Vegas, Nobu, $50. All right? You ain't that, bro. Unless they say, hey, It's your birthday. Hey, it's your day.
Get
It's
what
on
you want.
whatever.
Yeah.
But have that self restraint, please. Okay,
Yeah.
please.
You go to the restaurant the first time and you looking at lobster tails.
Thank
Do you
you.
order lobster tails when you go
Thank
in the other
you,
10? Don't do that.
Mark. That's a good one,
Don't
bro.
test me.
See, right? See, I won't say nothing to you, but it'll be the last time though.
No, no, no,
It'll
no.
be the
What I'm
last
going to
time.
say when they come with the check, I'm gonna say separate checks.
Come on, Sean. I can't do that. Sean, you told them order what they want to order.
No, 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 no,
All
no,
right.
no, no, no. Now, if I tell you order what you want, then order what you want. But if I say, hey, let's go to lunch, let's go out, and we get there and you go to ordering appetizers and the most expensive drink, and you must have some money. You must have some money. That I don't like when people do that.
Hey, do what I do now. Like a friend, I got a friend who I've gone out with him one time. I know in my mind I got the check, but he don't know it though. Okay, we just going out. All right, and
Yeah, that's
then when the food and check come, hey, please one check, please. It's on me. Or either when I go to get my family out to dinner, hey, order I want to order. At the end, it's on me. Okay, but other than that, that'll keep you from spending hundreds of dollars extra on crap.
Yeah, see, I'm different. I don't see if I say, hey, let's go, when they bring the check and you don't even reach for nothing, I got a problem.
Me too. If I haven't already told, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I have a problem. I have a problem. Cause
And
you
though,
just automatically thinking, oh, you got money. So no, 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 no. So I tell people now, hey, we going out to eat, but I'm gonna pay for mine and you gonna pay for yours.
and those friends that never grab the check, yeah, you too. All right, you too.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you never have bought me a meal, never, and we going out 10 times, yeah,
Nope.
separate checks, please. Separate checks.
I don't think we gonna get to 10 if you ain't never. I don't think we might do 4, but I don't know if we
My
gonna get.
parents old school. Oh, one last thing on the last subject. One last thing. If someone offered to take you out, at the very least, offer. Hey, you sure about this? You cool? Okay, you sure? Offer. Just offer. All right. You don't hurt their feelings. Just
Or
offer.
pay the tip.
Yeah, now I just learned that recently. I didn't know that that was Curtis. I didn't know that. So I've
Hmm.
always got the whole thing. But I learned from a friend of mine. He said, no, it's proper etiquette. If you buy the meal, I cover the tip. Now, I also tip 20% at minimum. Okay, so don't come to check $100, give him $5. Right now, if you're gonna tip according to what I would do for the most part, at least, or the minimum of what I would do.
Now, depending on who I am, I mean who I'm with, if it's somebody that I know, if they give them a 20 on 150, I'm gonna go ahead and give them something else. Like, because some people can only afford certain things. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. That's fair.
If
Now,
if
that's a
all
good
you
point.
got for
That's a
the
good
tip
point.
is 25
That's a
here,
good point. That's a good
I'll
point.
give, I might slide it or wait till they walk away and put something extra on the table, or say I'm going to the bathroom and catch the waiter or waitress somewhere, just to, as a server, you already know what the person is working with. So, especially if they were good, I do something like that.
And this goes for also the earlier point about knowing your people. Now,
Hmm.
good point, Sean. If I know this person is struggling financially, hey, it's on me. It's about you today. I got everything. But let's say me and Sean talks go out. No, Sean, we both for the most part good. Okay. Hey, I
Hmm.
got I got a meal. You got a tip.
Yeah.
Also, too, like if unless it's like your birthday or whatever. So, for example, when I went to and I do this often on every birthday. Well, when I was in Georgia, I would always treat my family to a meal as my gift to them for being in my life. Cheddars, um, bonefish, places like that. You can feed probably it's 15 of us, at most probably $300. Okay, no,
Yeah.
so a good meal. I would tell them, hey, it's on me. Okay, but do me a favor, 15 of y'all, let's bless the server. All y'all give me $10. Okay, for the tip.
Hmm.
All right, so you got a $30, $40 meal for $10. Now the
If you got a
server
problem with that,
is, you'd be surprised.
we
You
can't
will
come
be
back here.
surprised. Not my family, but I've had people who I think not like four or five of us, and there's gratuity on the bill.
Hmm.
Here I got a tip. I didn't ask you that. I
Yep.
didn't ask you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You got drinks, a meal, and dessert possibly. No, give me $15, please, for the tip. All right.
Hmm. But you have people. That's why I don't like when we go in groups. I'm separate checks, yes, because I done been in the crowd where we was all on one check. Folks done left. You done been eating and drinking. You don't know who ordered what, and before you know it, you be done paid $75, and all you had
Yeah.
was a salad and a drink. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Now call me cheap. I'd rather have the whole bill than split the bill. I don't know why it's so I don't
It
know. I don't.
causes too much. Folks
Yeah,
go
I
to
don't.
pulling out calculators and,
Yeah,
well, I
yeah,
had this, and can
yeah.
I get a menu so I can see how much this? No, you looked at it before you ordered it. So in your head, if it was 16 rounded to 20, and let's keep moving. Like you, well, man was $16.72. So no, we will not be going out again.
Also, too, Sean, I have a problem paying for what I didn't order. Now, if I'm telling you I'm paying for the bill, which was quite often, that's fine.
That's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
My girl never. My girl, any ex girl I had, my mom, my grandmother, anything like that, have never, unless they wanted to, got the bill from me. Never.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm that guy. However, however, if we go like as friends, do not order all this stuff and expect me to pay half of it. I'm not doing that.
Mm-mm. That's right, Nicole said splitting different cards. I ain't got then your
That's
card
so
declined. Then you
yeah.
gotta put half on the card and
I'm a
half.
I'm a Zelle you. No, you ain't neither because I ain't paying for it.
Nah. Mm-mm. Nah. I just don't like my mate, my mother-in-law, my mother, my kids don't have to worry. Now, if it's a big group and somebody say, okay, well, I'm gonna pay for it, I just have it in my spirit to give a tip, even if you will be surprised. It'll be a $500 bill. The person to pay the bill, and everybody still be sitting there. So nobody's gonna at least include $7 a piece. Like y'all not going to. You just $16.92. That's it. No, we not doing that. That's why I only go out with certain people because I can't.
Same here.
Mm-mm.
I go and
I
also
I
certain
go out with
places too.
people. Yeah, I go out with people. We talking and just handing the card. We ain't even looked at the bill. Here, just take
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Just go ahead on, and ain't nobody got to
Who
stop and calculate. I can't do that. I
who
can't.
had
I
the side
can't.
of ranch?
Yeah,
Who had the extra toast?
no,
Boy, please.
no.
What?
I'm not doing. Mm-mm. I ain't have a side of greens. Like so, what? Mm-mm. When I
And
start
don't
seeing that go on, I just give a whole bunch of money. Like, let's go. I, let's
my
go.
friend my friend Jay, I'm calling his name Jay. He's a corporate lawyer. Okay, make way more money than me. All right. But when we go out, it's one for one. All right.
Yeah.
And there's never a who got no. It's always just it's natural. I love it's so natural.
Yeah.
Hey, I got it, bro. I no, it's on me this time. It's so natural. Like it's free flowing. And once again, there's never this. I'm going to order a 25-year Scotch when he got it, but order water. No, no, no. It's always the same thing. Okay,
Yeah.
the same thing. Don't
It's
be
one
that
of them,
friend.
like, me and my friends, we be almost rushing to get into wherever we're going because we going to pay. Whoever walk in first paying for whoever. It ain't
Pretty
no,
much. Pretty
okay, well,
much.
give me your $10 and let me. No, we ain't like, I went, we was somewhere one day and you know, when you with your friends and your family, you go to the store, ain't nobody like, where my change at? So somebody
Mm.
went to the store and it was like, well, where my change? And everybody looked like, what? Your change?
Your change.
We don't do who's like, really? Why'd you even offer to buy everybody something if you was gonna be like, I just don't like stuff like that. I don't know.
I want to
Mm-mm.
address this princess with Sean. And I ain't going. I had going. I'm not going to dinner with people who constantly send their food back. Sean,
Oh, I can't.
Sean, Sean, Sean.
I
I'm
don't.
not saying don't enjoy your experience, okay? But Sean, I'm all about being gracious, okay, to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not just food. Don't worry that server, please. And it's their job, but don't overdo it. Whatever that means to you. Do not worry that server. You
Yeah.
have one time with me,
Listen.
and we're done going out. We're done.
Listen.
And I had this before I became a server. So this is always as a child. I hate people who just over the top doing stuff.
Yeah. They just keep asking for more and more and more. I just get instead of sending it back, I just order something else. Like
That's me. That's me.
I just
And
order
then,
something else.
and once again, now here's the flow. If you've been kind and gracious, they're gonna ask you, "Hey, what's wrong with this?"
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It flows. It
Yeah.
flows.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong?
Yeah.
No, hey, I ain't a fan of being. I don't bother you. No, I got this. Hey, if you don't mind, keep it, and I'll still,
Yeah.
remove from your check. That's
Yeah.
the part of being nice in the beginning that gives you that energy. You know?
Mm-hmm. It's a certain way that you got to treat people. But see, one of the things that I realized too, and even with YouTube, just everywhere, a lot of people don't have families or have not been raised in a family setting or just don't know manners or don't know certain types of things. So they act a certain type of way. When you've been raised a certain type of way and you have family and you have real friends, you don't treat people certain types of ways because you've learned different personalities. When you're a person who don't have a lot of friends, you don't fool with your family, you don't. I started looking around like, uh, why is everybody else the problem?
Yeah.
What is it
Except
that
you.
you're doing? What is it that you're doing that you can't get along with nobody? So when they don't have those types of things, it's easy for them to go to a restaurant and act the fool because they've been acting the fool all their life.
No. Before I leave, Nicole, that's also a rule for me too. Now that's like with larger drink, like larger parties. Now, if I'm just me and my homeboy, whatever. But my family, yeah, I say, hey, I'm not paying for desserts. No, you either get desserts or appetizers, one or two. Not doing both, or and no alcohol. That's
Joe, you
my
don't drink no
yeah.
Douce on the other night. You ain't getting none tonight either. You better order that oodles or something because we're not doing that.
My family don't drink for the like. I'm thinking like my aunts, my grandmother, my parents. My brother drinks, but that's it. So for the most part, I don't have the alcohol problem. But the appetizer or desserts, that's my two. Hey, pick one, okay?
Oh yeah.
And then we're gonna share appetizers too. So don't order a big seafood tower or onion ring tower by yourself. No, it's for the table, okay? Order the
Mm-hmm.
table something. All right,
Mm-hmm. Get
because
like three appetizers depending on what size you're with, and you want it, you do. You don't. Hey, order you some, or you order you something else.
and that also too. Now, I have a hack. Like I told you, if I'm with somebody, let's say I'm going to that's Vegas. That's Vegas is a high end steakhouse here in New Orleans. My self limit is $50, $40, $50. Okay, so Sean say, "Hey, we want to eat." I'm gonna say $50, okay? So because she's not paying nothing extra for me, okay? So
Mm.
what I'm gonna do is, if I want more, I'm gonna go ahead of her. So if she say be here at 7, I'm gonna get there, at like 6:15, 6:30, and have my appetizer or my, you know, old fashioned or whatever. Okay, then she cover my meal. That's what I do. And I promise you, she'll be more gracious to me to keep buying me dinners,
Yeah.
if you will, for not being selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse, mine is not for the most part, but I have somebody in my family, I won't call their name, who is, yeah, horrible. And have always been my whole life.
Yeah, my family is terrible at
I-
restaurants. I don't even. Mm-mm. If we at
she's
the
getting
house, yeah, a
sh-
restaurant. Nope.
she's getting better, but oh, it's always something.
Mm-mm.
Always. Ugh.
And then you go to sending food and stuff back. Now I got to look in the kitchen to make sure they
Yeah.
ain't messing with my food because I'm at the table with you. I no, 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 and no. I go and sit at the bar
I
and
do
leave
want to.
everybody sitting at the table.
I want to break
I've
one
done it a
last
bunch of
thing
times.
before. Oh, to your earlier point about your uncle. My uncle. What was it? Your uncle that passed away? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my uncle. And I'm not sure if this is a gift God has given me or just something that I missed out on. My uncle passed away that Monday. He passed away in December. It was a Monday. But that Friday night or that Saturday night, one of the two, I can't remember. I had a dream that I was calling his widow, giving her my condolences. And I prayed. I said, God, what's this about? And the Holy Spirit said to me, in hindsight, I know it was Holy Spirit, but at real time, I thought maybe it was just me. He said, he won't last till Thursday. I ignored it because I thought that it was mostly just me.
Mm-hmm.
That Monday, my cousin Geshe said, hey, he passed away. No, I'm not beat up over it because, he was sick or whatever. But I am now more cognizant
Yeah.
about death death dreams,
Yeah.
especially
Mm-hmm.
those who are sick.
You get that familiar feeling.
Yeah, yeah. My grandmother isn't doing well, and I just now another thing too. Don't be a hellion your whole life towards that person, and then at the end try to be right. No,
Mm-hmm.
no. It's easier to grieve when there's no guilt. Okay.
Yes, all that hollering and screaming and
Yeah.
falling out and mm-mm.
Was it this one? I wasn't raised in a dysfunctional family. However, my family life is dysfunctional now because one of my sisters is addicted to drugs and she's causing havoc. Hey, I'm a firm believer when there's a sick person, you don't remove the whole family. You remove the sick person.
Mm-hmm.
If you had COVID or the pandemic or the virus, and it's 10 of y'all, you don't isolate 9. You remove the 1. And a lot of times divorces are caused, family members are scarred because we're trying to help the 1 and the 1 is hurting the 9.
Yep.
It's going to be hard, but think in a mind of selfishness. Why am I being harmed because of your bad decisions?
Yep.
So now mom and daddy are at odds. Now the mom and daughter or the mom and the son are at odds because why? There's one right here. No, no, no. Help, but remove them first. Whatever how that look like. Okay.
And sometimes it is hard, but you would you rather keep going through what you're going through or deal with it? Like if you have a family member that's addicted to drugs and you're having family dinner, well, that family member can't come.
Amen.
Why
Amen.
let this person come and then you got to take keep watch this time and you got to keep watch and then you got to go count this and then you got to get everybody
We
is
ain't doing that.
uncomfortable because of one person. You
We ain't
just
doing that.
can't come. Now, if you want to spend that holiday with that person, go to where they are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's simple. But we have to get to that point. I'm not sugarcoating. I got a cousin right now who got a girlfriend that can't keep her hands to herself. And for some, I'm not gonna say for some reason, it has not been met yet. But every holiday that she shows up, for some reason, I'm not there. I know what's gonna happen when I see her because you said something disrespectful to my mom. So it's really on site. But
Yeah.
y'all are the ones that keep inviting her and then turn around and be like, I don't know why. Well, why we doing this? Why we doing this? Or before they get there, well, such and such is coming. So no. We're not doing that. And if that's what y'all want to do, I will remove myself and let y'all have it. You on mute.
I'm listening to you.
Oh
I
no.
tell my kids they're too loud. I'm listening to you.
Oh no. That's it. No, I'm just not that type of person anymore. And I don't have to be inconvenienced for anybody anymore.
Amen. Sean. I'm a big. I went through something with my family, and it's over with now only because of death. But
Mm,
um, it was that
yeah,
lot of lies got told. A
yeah.
lot of people looked at sideways, and thank God some of those scars aren't remaining. I don't think, at least with me, they're not. But I learned I'm not. Never again will I sacrifice the tribe for one.
Mm-mm.
Now we're gonna love you.
Oh
You're
yeah.
not expelled. You're not disowned, but you have to go get better first.
Yep.
And if you care about this tribe, you will want to come back whole, especially if you left the tribe. Oh, we've always been whole.
Yeah.
Hey, do what Uncle told my hey, if they don't have it, get some good insurance on them.
Listen,
Get some. I had a cousin who was a game banger down in Sandersville, Georgia. We all knew how he was going to end. He was stupid. He was stupid. Stupid. My auntie got some good insurance. Not even 5 years later, he was dead. Guess what she did? Paid the house off with his stupid behind insurance.
listen. If you are who you are and you don't want to change, I don't have to go down that road with you. I
Amen.
love you to pieces, but I cannot make your stress my stress.
Amen. Amen.
Actually, you ain't even stressed about it. I'm stressed about you, and you ain't stressed about yourself. Nah.
And that's not selfish. That's called simply living, being a good steward of your life.
Exactly.
That's not, talk me. No. That's, bro. Why would I interfere? Why would I interfere with my life? What I have going on because of you? I'm not
Mm-mm.
doing that.
You don't want to help yourself? Stay right there.
I called one of my cousins last week. Just needed someone to vent to because I was so exhausted physically, mentally. And I think my cousin heard me out and talked through my emotions. Hey, chat. Sometimes being there requires just listening,
That's it.
and don't judge their tone, their words. Sometimes us say people, you know, have certain parameters. No, they're human.
Hmm.
They are human. And
Yeah.
side note, if any of y'all ever want to just vent to me, hey, send anonymous and just let it all out. Okay. And I'm willing to sit there and chat with you via email, Joshua at complexmindmedia.com, and help you get through that. Because I understand, I know what it feels like to have all that bought up inside of you and nowhere to get it out.
Oh, this week I thought I was going. Oh, I said, Lord,
Hey, I get it.
if I have to release this, and I think I talked to my best friend for about 3 hours, but it was one of them. You just have to get it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holding it in is not
Bruh.
it. I mean,
Bruh.
you can hold it in sometime, but then sometime you just have to. And I was telling my mom, I said, I'm talking to you not because I want you to do anything. I'm just talking to you. That's it. We just talking. Not to you. I just no, this ain't what that's for. I'm just talking. I just need to get this out. I'm okay. But sometimes you have to do that. And don't be ashamed to do that. If you got to do therapy, you don't feel comfortable talking to your family or your friend, go do that.
Yeah.
The stress is real.
And what a blessing it is to have people like that in your life. Y'all, I'm keeping say it again. I said it last week. I'm say it again. If someone is in your life that gives you that room to be human and to be vulnerable and to be mad and upset and hurt, protect that, please.
Yeah.
Be grateful. Sean has that person. I have that person, but we all don't. How do I know? There's a loneliness epidemic in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
All the technology, all of the social media, all of the ways to talk to people in Africa. I can play right now. I can get on my VR and play golf with somebody in Bangladesh right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend right now. I don't know a person online. A friend who lives in Spain. All of this technology, and we're lonely,
Yeah.
and we have people who can call, protect that, and in return, be that for someone else too. Let us rehearse not only taking but also giving.
Yes, sir.
I want to read two more comments before I get out of here. That's so. Should have been stuck in my church brain. Looking back on it, I probably should have been stuck with church online, going in person versus going in person. I had serious church brain. I felt being in a physical building was better at being obedient. Hey, listen, I'm a firm believer you get the best experience in person, but because of the time we're living in now, and we have the blessing of YouTube and social media, we now, hey y'all, please, I'm almost done, okay? You're a little loud. We have the blessing of YouTube and live stream. Use that, man. Use that.
Mm-hmm.
Use that. Now, don't be lazy, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you have to, use that. I can play sermons 24/7, 7 days a week now from YouTube. That's a blessing. So if I'm going through something, whatever, type in a sermon, it's right there. So don't feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one more. I think it was Princess. My friends, my parents out of town. Here you go, right here. My parents, old school, were told if we go out of town and a friend or relative allowed you to stay with them, even if they say don't, yeah, do that. Leave a 20 or something, 100 or something on the table. All right.
Yep.
Or at
Yep.
least buy groceries. Do
Do
something
something.
for them. Hey, let's get in practice, y'all. Always giving. Let's practice that. Always do it. Try small.
Some,
You go to
something.
Walmart. You go to Walmart, right? And self checkout, and your bill is $20. No, I'm sorry, $15. No, it's $14. Okay, and you're fine financially. Okay, you're fine financially. Leave the change for somebody else. Or if you're at Starbucks and the person behind you coffee is $3, pay for it for them. Now be wise, but rehearse that muscle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer we are blessed on the same level we are a blessing.
That's good.
I'm a firm, and how I know because my whole life has been drenched in God's favor. My whole life. And two things I can equate to it is I always pray for others rather than myself. And whenever I can, I bless other people. And I promise y'all, chat, whenever I'm lacking, there's always somebody at the last minute or at the most inopportune minute to come. Huh, Josh, he's on my mind today. Once
Mm-hmm.
again, the person that who who showed me how to monograph. Right now, I'm opening up a company on this year. I'm going to call him, ask him for aid. I need any investors. And knowing him, he'll say yes. Only because I was a blessing by being grateful. So
Yep.
please, If you can rehearse that muscle,
It don't hurt.
it don't hurt. Like I said, start small. If your bill is $18 and your change is $2, leave it there. Leave it there. If you see a woman ahead of you, single mother who trying to buy ice cream for her kids, buy it for them. Do small stuff, but it's practice. And then ask God, hey, pray this also. Pray this for 1 week. Lord, give me the resources to help somebody today. In the Lord's Prayer, he says, give us our daily bread. Well, watch this. What happens when God gives Joshua the bread for Sean? I'm still required to give Sean her bread. But if I haven't practiced giving or practiced considering others, I'll miss that. Now I'm in trouble with him. And the Bible says he gives seed to the sower. So as long as you're blessing, guess what? You'll always have.
Amen.
Last word, Sean?
I appreciate you for
No,
having
my
me
pleasure.
up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just say no to
Hey,
everything.
hey, hey. You know what? I told Jacqueline no tonight. So it start somewhere. She asked for $1 million.
See,
I said no.
there you go. Start somewhere.
Let's matter of fact, can I pull this up? Let's see. Can I pull this up? We have some exciting news coming up on the channel. Sean, how do I show a picture on here? Do you know?
You have to. Did you send it? Is it on your computer?
Yes.
Go where it says invite guests.
At the bottom? Oh,
Yep.
present or invite?
Invite. It should say it like the
I see it
plus
right here.
circle.
Image file. Okay, I see it right
Yeah.
here. Okay, hold on 1 second. We have some exciting news. So I told you that this is going to be something that spreads. So upload. We're going to have the Complex bookshelf.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the Complex. Sleepy. I'm sorry. The Complex Shelf Book Club. All right. Let me hide this comment if I can. So my goal is every month we want to read a book together. Now, Londa had an amazing book she gave Courtney about women's roles in the church. And I was so inspired by that discussion Courtney and another guest had a couple weeks ago about understanding things from on other perspective. So that's gonna be our first book. Name of the book is, pardon me for not having already pulled up. Let's see. Courtney. Name of the book is If It Wasn't for the Women, the Black Woman's Experience and Womanist Culture in Church and Community. Okay. So we're gonna do a month per book. And every Wednesday at 7:30. Okay. So look forward to that. It's going to start in 2 weeks. The Complex Shelf Book Club, and we're going to go through different books, different genres, religious, secular, whatever. But I at least want to have this started off the ground. Also, my podcast, I was supposed to start it last week, but it's amazing how God take you through things to give you a better vision of as to what people need. It's called Holy and Whole. This podcast will be a daily devotional based around the John 5 story of the man at the pool of Bethesda. We're going to delve deep into what it means to be whole in our marriages, in our finances, relationships, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what it means to be whole. A lot of us have the holy down pat, but we're not whole. We're not healed. We haven't giving ourselves the best life possible. So this is going to be my next podcast. Look forward after this sabbatical. I'm going to introduce it to the world. Holding Whole and Complex Chef Book Club. So I'm so excited. And as always, I thank you all so much for all you've done for me thus far. Um, Keep in mind that this will grow bigger. And so you in on the ground floor. So I appreciate y'all. All right. If you want to um, reach me, once again, it's Joshua at Complex, Complex, Mind, Mind, media.com. That's Joshua at complexmindmedia.com. If you want to support the platform, it's Ele'azear, Jeleazear at outlook.com. That's Zelle. And at Ele'azear, once again, Jeleazear on Venmo. Okay. And as always, whatever you give to the platform, 10% will go towards helping somebody else. All right. Last week we gave away 2 books thanks to you all and your support. So thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Sean, please, your schedule and also your platform, please.
Sean Talk Show on all platforms. That is YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
All right. Also, we have Jesse at Jesse Online, and we have at I Am Courtney Phillips TV, and as always at St. James, who is our prelate and our overseer, if you will. All right. Tomorrow night at 8, Jesse, 8:45, 8:45 Central, 9:45 Eastern. We're gonna have Millennial Mondays. Okay. We discuss politics from a millennial standpoint. So please join us tomorrow night. All right. Thank you all so much for everything. Have a great night.
Good night.